minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, X minus 1. Fire.
Lights out, everybody. The creaking door.
Dimension
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
X minus 1.
Dark fantasy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sci-Fi and Horror, brought to you by Dwayne Old Time Radio. Sci-Fi and Horror features some of the best programs from the golden age of radio, including X-1, Orbiter X, Dimension X, it's a lot of X's, Lights Out, Ray Bradbury, Dark Fantasy, and many, many more. Before we start today's sci-fi and horror thriller, if you enjoy what I'm doing, let me ask you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is 100% free, and you will receive notifications on new posts. Lastly, if you have a moment, please write a short 1 or 2 sentence review or give a rating on your preferred podcast service. A positive review or rating would help me out a lot. And now, on to the show. And again, thank you for your support. Hope you enjoy. On this Christmas Day, we are going to have a bonus episode of Sci-Fi and Horror. Rod Serling was born December 25th, 1924 in Syracuse, New York. This is a recreation. The host is Stacy Keach, the actor Stacy Keach. And this recreation is from the episode titled Ring-a-Ding Girl, which originally aired December 27th, 1963. These were produced by the BBC Radio, and these ran from 2002 to 2012. I'm not sure of the date of this particular episode, but the series ran from 2002 to 2012.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Cece?
Yes?
Get that, will you?
Right away. Just a minute. Yes, Patrick?
Well,
She'll be down in 5 minutes.
she's not going to make it.
Yes, she will. She always does.
Here,
What's that?
a package. The mail truck just brought it.
I'll take it up to her. You get the bags at the foot of the stairs.
It's 30 minutes to the airport.
Then you'll just have to drive faster.
I can't work miracles.
Yes, you can. That's why you're her favorite driver.
Just tell her.
She knows.
Ring-a-ding girl. Hello, Ivor. Yes, I know the limousine is waiting. And I know what time the plane takes off. I promise you I'll make it. No, I am not procrastinating, even though I don't want to make this picture. Because I don't want to go to Rome. I don't like to fly. Yes, Ivor, I know, and you are making me even later. Love you too. Bye.
How's it coming?
My agent's nervous.
So am I. You've got 25 minutes to get to the airport.
Won't they hold the plane?
Not forever. You'd better go into fast forward.
Everything's packed. I'll wear the mink. Carry my ring case down to Patrick, will you please?
You're taking all of them?
It was your idea, wasn't it?
It was my idea that it might be good publicity if the ring-a-ding girl collected rings. Not that she take them everywhere she goes.
But I haven't decided which one to wear. What's in the package?
It just came. Special delivery. You can open it on the way.
I adore presents. The plane can wait.
Bunny, please.
Please accept the enclosed as a token of our affection from your fan club in Howardville. Isn't that sweet? Do you know where Howardville is?
Doesn't everyone?
You'll catch a glimpse of it if you look down. We fly over it.
Hooray for us.
Howardville is my hometown. They're my most loyal fans. You know, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. They actually took up a collection to pay my way to the screen test. I wonder what they've sent me now.
You find out. I'll get your precious jewelry down to the car.
Oh, look, such a big ring. I hope it didn't cost them a fortune. What's in the stone? A picture? How did they do that?
Bunny, this is your sister. Come home, Bunny. Please, I need you. Come home right now.
Introduction to Bunny Blake. Occupation, film actress. Residence, Hollywood, California. Or anywhere in the world the cameras happen to be rolling. Miss Blake is a beautiful and extremely public figure. What she wears, eats, says, even thinks is news. But underneath the glamour, the makeup, the publicity, is a flesh and blood person. One who has just been handed the role of a lifetime. Because on the way to her next shoot, she will take an unscheduled side trip to a location in the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone and our story, Ring-a-Ding Girl, starring Sarah Wayne Callies, with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
And I'll have the sports scores, plus the top stories from Howardville and the surrounding area. But first, the weather.
Hurry up.
Looks like we might be in for some showers. There's a
Bud.
low-pressure trough moving in from the northeast.
Yeah?
Let's take a look at the Doppler. There we go. That high-pressure
Bud.
front is moving in, bringing
Yes,
with it
I
some
said.
high-altitude precipitation.
I need the
No
picnic
storm
basket from the
advisory yet,
cellar.
but stay tuned throughout the day for updates every 23
As soon as he
minutes.
gives the scores.
For all you folks in the southern part of the county, the annual picnic and fundraiser is happening this afternoon. Bud, better carry an umbrella just
Now,
to be on the safe.
Buster, I'm packing the sandwiches just as soon as I finish vacuuming.
The news guy said it's going to rain.
I know he did. So does the radio. But just in the northern part of the county. Now, get me that picnic basket. Did you clean your room?
Not yet.
Then get a move on.
I'm going.
Did you mow the lawn yet?
Oh, Mom.
We had an agreement. You want your allowance, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let me hear that lawnmower.
Okay.
Thank you. Would you plug in the vacuum cleaner cord for me, please?
Isn't there a law against child labor in this state?
Now, young man. Bud, what happened to the electricity? Bud? Who pulled the cord out of the...
Boo.
Oh! Bunny!
She remembers.
Oh, come here. Let me get a look at you.
It's been so long.
I can't believe it.
I've been looking forward to this.
I think about you all the time.
So good to be home.
Why didn't you let us know? How did you get in without my hearing you?
Same old way. I think I know this house.
Oh, I could just shake you.
That's no way to greet a celebrity.
5 years, and here you are without one speck of warning. Look at that coat.
You know me. Glamorous, unpredictable, and full of surprises. Same old nut.
What brought you home just out of the blue like this?
Well, I thought you might like to see me.
I'm tickled pink, but why now, just like that?
Maybe the ring had something to do with it.
Oh, it came.
This morning, you see?
You don't think it's too big?
Not at all. No, it reminds me of that mood ring I had when I was little. Remember? This is much nicer, of course. Much, much nicer.
Oh, what a project it was. Everybody in town chipped in, and they let me pick it out. Do you like it?
I love it. Sis, is everything all right?
What do you mean?
Are you all right?
Never better. Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired.
Oh, come and sit down. Can I get you anything?
No.
Take your coat off. Oh, is that real mink?
Mm-hmm. They call it Ember Autumn. I suppose it's a bit much. One of the perks of being a star.
Oh, you. Oh, don't let it touch the floor. I haven't finished vacuuming yet.
This is the way we do it in Hollywood, darling. They teach you to do it in acting class. Off one shoulder, then the other, then drop it like so.
Oh.
It's supposed to show that you really don't care because you've got 10 more at home in the closet. Then you move your hips like this.
Ooh, that walk didn't come from acting class.
My one natural talent.
Oh, Bunny, we are so proud of you. The whole town is. Are we going to get to keep you for a while?
Just for the day, I'm afraid.
Oh, but that's not nearly long enough.
I know. I'm stealing time as it is. They want me in Rome.
Rome?
But I got to the airport, and right at the last minute, I said, no, I'm going home instead.
I got the basket. Now can I... Whoa.
And who is this divine man?
You remember Bud?
Aunt Bunny?
Surely this isn't Bud. So handsome. I thought he was my next leading man.
Oh, I get it. Mom says you're always cracking jokes.
And she was right, but I don't joke about everything.
You want a soda pop or something? I can get you one if...
Weren't you going to clean your room?
We can do that later. I haven't seen him in ages. It's so good to be home. I'm anxious to see everybody, all my old friends.
Well, you came at the right time. Remember the Founders' Day picnic?
Oh, how could I forget? Do they still have the beauty pageant?
They sure do.
The year I won was what got me started. My picture in the paper? Someone on the coast saw it?
The picnic's this afternoon. Everyone in town will be there. Why don't you come with us?
The picnic?
Bud and I have to go. I'm on the food committee and Bud's a lifeguard.
Picnic.
We promised we'd be there. Bunny, what's the matter? Are you all right?
Come over to the couch.
I'm fine. Just let me sit down. I don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't get much sleep.
Oh, take my arm. Bud, get on the other side.
I'm fine, I'm telling you.
Bunny? Bunny?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
What is that? Do you hear it?
Hear what?
Is the television on?
No. Bunny? Bunny?
And a special hello to you, Bunny Blake, wherever you are. Bunny, for the love of God, come home. We need you. We need you. Need you. Need you. Need you.
You're pale. You look like you're going to faint.
If I could just lie down.
Put your feet up. Bud, call Dr. Floyd.
Sure, if you think.
Just do it now. Bunny.
Hello? I want to talk to...
Bunny.
Yeah, tell him it's an emergency.
And open. There.
Well, what's the verdict? Will I live or will I die?
Temperature's normal. Pulse is strong enough. You do seem a little tired.
I played a nurse once in a movie. Doctor reminded me of you. The gruff but kindly old family physician.
I saw it. The medical profession should have sued. Stay off your feet a while longer.
Oh, please, don't you get it? I was faking. About being sick, I mean. I just wanted to see you.
I'm flattered. Do you have to smoke?
It calms my nerves.
Quite the contrary, actually.
Still the same old Dr. Floyd. You haven't changed.
That I don't believe. I delivered you, after all.
Sorry, I don't remember. What's your diagnosis?
In a nutshell, one exhausted young lady. What do you do out in Hollywood, anyway?
I glow. Wind me up and I give off incandescent sparkles. Isn't that what stars do?
I'd say you've been sparkling a little too much lately. What you need is sleep, rest, fresh air, and some of Hildy's good cooking. I want you to take it easy for a while.
I'd love to oblige you, kind sir, but that's impossible. There's a producer waiting in Rome this very minute, pulling out what little hair he has left, just wondering where I am.
Tell me his name. I'll send a cable and tell him you're sick.
But I'm not.
Just the same. I didn't like what Hildy told me. She said you had some kind of seizure.
Oh, that's silly.
She thought you were in shock. You seemed not to hear or see her.
It was a performance.
Evidently a very convincing one.
I told you it was all an excuse to get you over here.
Well, it worked.
There's something I want to ask you.
Yes?
About Founders Day.
What about it?
You used to be a big man on the committee.
Still am. I'm the chairman now.
Then could you do something for me?
Hmm?
As one kindly, gruff old family friend to another, would you do me one very large favor?
I'll be happy to try.
I want the picnic put off. Postponed until another day.
Really? Is that all?
It's important.
You can't be serious, Bunny. Why?
I've got one little day to spend at home. I want it to be a plain, ordinary apple pie day, just the way I remember. I want to drop in on my old friends, surprise them at home.
You could see them at the picnic.
No, it wouldn't be the same. There'll be crowds, people I don't know, crowds tugging at me for my autograph. I'd be miserable.
Bunny, listen to me. You can't seriously expect the entire town to rearrange its plans just to suit your whims.
Doc, I love this town and I love the people. Would I ask them to do this for me if it weren't more than a whim?
I don't know what your life is like away from here. Perhaps in Hollywood you can make an unreasonable request and have it granted, but this isn't Hollywood. I'm going to give you a little something to help you rest.
Oh, Doctor, if I could only make you understand.
Any pharmacy in town should be able to fill this.
No, not the ring again.
Ring-a-ding, girl. That's the last I ever heard one. You don't fool Cyrus, gentlemen. Who do you think you are, Miss Snippet? All high and mighty, coming back here like you was somebody special. Go back to where you belong, Bunny Blake. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Oh.
Don't you want your prescription, Bunny?
Excuse me, Doctor. I don't belong here.
Bunny? Bunny? Hildy, can you come here?
Yes, Doctor. How is the patient? Where is the patient?
She went upstairs.
She did?
Very agitated all of a sudden. The look on her face. Hildy, what's upsetting your sister?
I wish I knew.
She seems to be under a severe strain and acting quite irrationally.
I know. I'm delighted to see her, of course, but to fly here like this without so much as a call, there's something downright odd about it.
I want you to get this filled. Some pills to relax her. Keep her as quiet as possible. And by no means let her go to Rome. At least not right away.
I'll try, but she's always had her own mind.
It may be just fatigue, but then again...
Should I be worried?
It's too soon to say. For now, let's keep an eye on her.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll do my best.
Call me if you need me.
I will. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bud?
Yeah.
Is your car running?
Sure is. Why?
This is a prescription for Aunt Bunny's medicine. Get it filled as quickly as you can.
Okay. What's the matter with her, Mom?
I'm not sure.
Not one single solitary thing is the matter, Hildy. I could have told you that. I'm really shocked at how old Dr. Floyd's getting. I think that sweet old man ought to put himself out to pasture, don't you?
He thinks you ought to get some rest.
Does he? Well, I'm not the least bit tired. He's the one that needs rest, poor dear. Did you see the way his hands tremble?
Nevertheless, he left a prescription for you. Something to help you relax. Bud's going to go get it. Meanwhile, why don't you just lie down and take it easy? I can make us something while we wait.
You mean stay here? I can just hear what people will say. Bunny didn't bother to see any of her old friends. She's so stuck up now that she's a movie star.
No one will say that. I'll explain that you didn't feel well.
Bobby Woodson used to be my best friend. I've just got to see her.
There'll be time.
And Ben Braden? You remember that excruciating crush he had on me? What happened to Ben?
Still here. He runs the television station.
Oh.
Does the news and all the local shows.
And the sports, too.
I could have married that old boy. Did you know that? I've got a good mind to walk in and surprise him.
I really don't think you should leave the house today, honey.
Oh, you don't? Well, I can't stand being cooped up. Sometimes I get that closed-in feeling at my house in California.
I get that, too.
You know what I do? I take off every stitch of clothes and I jump into the pool and swim like a fish.
You do?
Bud, why don't you go get that prescription now?
Remember when we used to skinny dip at the old swimming hole?
It must be very interesting for your neighbors.
Nobody's complained yet.
I'll bet.
But I have an idea. You want to go for a walk and say hello to some people?
The doctor said you need to rest.
He also said I need fresh air.
Oh, at least wait till Bud gets back from the drugstore with your medicine.
Got a better idea. I'll ride to the drugstore with him. What do you say, Bud?
Well, sure, I guess.
I don't think...
What could be more restful than a little ride? Unless you're one of those drag racers, are you?
Not me.
I am. You ought to see me on the Hollywood freeway. Once, I got up to 105, and this divine cop flagged me down and said, "Where's the fire, lady?" I mean, he actually said that. Well, I said, "Sugar, I'm late for work, and the studio's going to suspend me if I'm late one more time."
Bunny.
It ended up with Dollface giving me a police escort right to the studio gate. I even had dinner with him a couple of times. Till I found out he was married.
You did?
Well, you going with me, or are we going to stand here talking all day?
Heck no. I mean, yes. I mean...
But the picnic.
You worry too much, Hildy. We'll be back in plenty of time, I promise.
Want your coat?
Why, thank you, kind sir.
Let me get the door.
Well, what do you know? That's a real ring-a-ding sky.
Drive carefully, Bud. Don't be long, you two.
Well, what do you think, Aunt Bunny? Pretty cool wheels, huh?
Very cool, but please don't call me Aunt Bunny. I sound like a house mother at the Playboy Club.
Okay, Bunny.
There, that's better. Isn't that better?
Must be pretty boring for you.
I wouldn't say that.
Compared to Hollywood and everything, you know a lot of movie stars.
A few.
What are they like?
Which one?
Oh, I don't know. You go to parties and all that stuff?
Not very often. Mostly I stay home, study my lines, and go to bed.
You do?
I have to get up early when I'm on a picture.
Do you have one of those... Aw, never mind.
Go ahead, say it.
Well, I hear everybody has a water bed out there.
I used to, but I got rid of it.
How come?
Too noisy. Sloshing around every time you turn over. Sometimes I'd wake up in the night and I think I was on a raft in the middle of the ocean.
Gosh.
They're cold, too. Especially because I don't wear anything when I sleep.
You don't?
Better not mention that part to your mother. But you understand. We're just talking, aren't we? A couple of old friends tooling around on the best set of wheels in town. Isn't that right?
Sure, Bunny. So, where do you want to go?
Is Mr. Gentry still the caretaker at the high school?
Old Methuselah? Oh, yeah. They'll have to blow up the place to get rid of him.
Be an angel. Stop by just long enough for me to run in and say hi.
School's closed today.
I know, but Mr. Gentry's always around, isn't he? I used to think he lived there.
Well, the gate's open. I could show you how to get in the building.
Would you? I'd appreciate that.
Maybe we should get your medicine first.
Bud, this is important, or I wouldn't ask you.
Okay, if you think it's all right.
Oh, it'll be fine. Trust me. I just have to deliver a message. Mr. Gentry? Are you in here, Mr.
Who's there? Dang kids.
Mr. Gentry, remember me?
Barbara Blake. That you?
It's me. How are you?
I'm kicking pretty high for an old man. So you finally came back. Get your fill of Hollywood, did you?
No, I like it there. It's not what you think.
Isn't it? We read all about the hijinks you get into. Can't say I'd be proud of it.
I don't know what you mean, Mr. Gentry. It's just a town like any other.
What brings you back here, Barbara?
I'm not sure. It was an impulse.
You picked a time. The Founders' Day celebration. Not that you'd be interested.
But I am interested. That's why I need your help.
My help?
I want you to do something for me. Unlock the doors to the school auditorium.
What for?
Some people might show up, and if they do, I want you to let them in.
Oh, not me. Nope, I'm going to the picnic.
Please, Mr. Gentry, I know you don't like me, but this is important. It's terribly important.
Barbara Blake. Always asking for favors. customers, wanting to be treated like somebody special. Maybe you forgot those doors are open all day long. You want to come here? You can walk in just like anybody else.
Thank you, Mr. Gentry. It was wonderful to see you.
Anything else I can do you for?
Just one. Mr. Gentry, I can't explain it yet, and if I did, you wouldn't believe me. But please don't go to the picnic. Take my word for it. You mustn't. Not this year.
Well, how does the old town look?
So good, I wonder why I ever left.
Why did you leave, I mean?
Oh, I guess I could have stayed and done Blythe's Spirit in the little theater and played an angel in the church pageant at Christmas time, but I was too ambitious.
Too talented, you mean?
Oh, I don't know if it was that. I knew I had some talent and I had to find a place for it to grow. Otherwise, it would have died, and I'd have ended up frustrated, pushing a broom around a house I couldn't stand and screaming at a brood of children. Can you understand that, Bud?
I sure can. Well, you've got your prescription. Want to go home now?
Wait.
What's the matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. We're running into a little rough weather. Fasten your seatbelts, please. Might get a little bumpy up here.
Bunny, something wrong with your ring?
What? Oh. No, nothing at all. It's just the way it catches the light. Sometimes I think I see a picture in it.
Yeah. Do you want to go home?
Is the television station still on this street?
Uh-huh. Right over there.
Wait for me, will you, Bud? I'll be right back.
To air, Mr. Braden.
Thank you, Jeffrey. and the weather for the Tri-County area. No. For the Tri-County area, boy, have we got some weather for you. Now, the weather in the Tri-County. What's this, Harold?
Corn, Mr. Braden, for the farm report. Nice, huh?
Very nice. Would you move it aside so I can see my script?
Sure thing.
90 seconds.
Thank you. How's my hair look?
Great, Mr. Braden.
Hey, you can't come in here.
Thanks.
It's all right. I'm a friend of Mr. Braden's.
Barbara? I mean, Bunny?
Forgive me for bursting in this way.
Not at all. Well, I'll be darned.
They said you were going on the air, but I did so want to say hello.
Honey, you could have busted in here even if I was on camera. Don't I get a kiss?
1 minute.
Well, you haven't changed.
You have. You used to be skinny as a rail.
I was not. I was svelte.
Nope, now you're svelte. Oh, mink?
Hollywood coveralls.
Still a smart aleck, too. Want to be on my show?
I thought you'd never ask.
45 seconds.
Will you? You can be my co-host. Say something cute. Say anything you like. The viewers will love it.
As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I had in mind. I wanted to make an announcement.
Oh, yeah? Got a new movie to plug?
No, not at all. More along the lines of a public service announcement.
Sounds worthwhile.
I hope so. Because I have a feeling this one might be a matter of life and death.
Hello? No, I haven't got it turned on. She is? Oh, of course I knew she was in town. No warning, but she's supposed to be at the drugstore with Bud. Yes, Clara, I'll call you back.
Miss Ben, you can't imagine how happy I am to be back in Howardville. It hasn't changed a bit, and I mean that in a good way.
What in the world?
Will you be with us for
for a nice long visit this time, buddy?
Unfortunately, I have to leave tonight. Work calls.
Oh, a new picture?
I'm starting one in Rome.
That sounds exciting.
Yes, it's a wonderful script. I'm looking forward to it.
Everyone in town has been following your career. I'm sure a lot of your old friends would like to see you.
Well, but they can if they really want to.
Are you kidding?
You know that one-woman show I did in Las Vegas last winter?
We read all about it.
Well, I'm giving a special performance this afternoon in the high school auditorium. And I hope everyone in town will come. As my guest, of course.
Wow, did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
It's my way of giving back to the community. You know, everyone here has always been so supportive of me. This is just a little token of my appreciation.
Oops, I think we've got a conflict here. The Founders' Day picnic starts at 3 o'clock. You remember what a big event that always is.
I know, but I'm afraid it just has to be today. All I can say is that you'll have a choice of coming to see me at 3 o'clock or going over to Riverside Park and getting hit by...
By?
a bunch of ants.
You heard it here, folks. Well, Bunny, thank you so much for stopping by.
Clara, I just heard. I swear I don't know a thing about it. I thought she was on her way back from the drugstore, and now here she is on TV. Why, I don't know which one I'll go to. They'll expect me at the picnic. The way I feel now, I'd be too embarrassed to show my face anywhere. Oh, here they are now. I'll call you back.
Hi, Mom. Sorry we took so long.
Go to your room. Bunny, I'm trying not to be angry with you because you must have lost your mind.
I told you there was going to be an explosion, buddy boy.
I can explain.
I said you're excused.
Yes, ma'am.
It wasn't his fault.
This is nothing to joke about. People are calling here.
And what do they say?
They're confused. They don't know whether to go to the picnic or this, whatever it is you're putting on at the school.
I can understand that, but...
What are you trying to do?
I owe this town, Hildy. It's just my way of paying back a debt.
It doesn't look that way. It looks like you're a show-off, a big celebrity who's trying to impress a lot of small-town hicks.
That's not it at all.
Then what is it?
Sis, let's not fight.
I can't condone what you're doing, Bunny, and I won't be a part of it. Bud and I will be at the picnic.
Oh, Hildy, you don't understand. No. Not the ring.
Is that Howardville down there?
That's it. That fly speck next to the river.
That's what you wanted to go home to? Forget it, Bunny. We don't have time.
Oh, no, there has to be time. What else can I do?
Barb, what's the matter?
Nobody understands what I'm trying to do. It's not for me, not this time.
Please don't cry. Oh, honey, there are some things about you I'll never understand. But if this performance means so much to you...
It does.
Then don't you worry. We'll be there, I promise. Time to go. We're late.
Don't worry. One thing's for sure. They can't start the show till I get there.
Ooh, better take an umbrella.
Thanks.
Bud, we're waiting.
I can't find my blue tie.
Then wear another one. We're late as it is.
You'd better fire your weatherman.
Now, Bud.
Coming.
The streets will be a fright.
Remember how we used to lie in our beds on rainy nights and talk to each other when we were kids?
Oh, it was fun, wasn't it? Being kids.
It was special. I'll never forget it.
It's raining really heavy.
Well, we'll just have to brave it. I have an audience waiting.
Oh, we need raincoats. They're in the hall closet.
You wear one. I'm going in style.
That fur will get all ruined.
Don't worry about me. Help me on with it, will you?
Your ring looks really pretty.
Thank you, Bud.
We've had some unexpected turbulence, so please remain seated. We'll get through it all right, folks.
Getting kind of rough.
Don't worry, Cece. It was meant to be.
You aren't scared at all, are you?
Why should I be? Can't live forever, you know. It's like when I'm in my dressing room and there's a call to come to the set. I know what's waiting for me. I know there's nothing I can do to put it off any longer. Sometimes I'm not even sure if I know my lines, but the show must go on. Hildy.
Yes?
I'm going now.
I'm coming.
Not this time.
What do you mean?
And Hildy, thank you.
For what?
For being my sister. I always loved you, you know.
Bunny?
That one's a fire engine.
Sounds like an awful lot of them. Turn on the news.
Goodbye, Hildy. And, buddy, take good care.
Bunny?
Major disaster. We'll bring you updates as they come in. For now, the Highway Patrol has issued a bulletin for everyone to remain inside.
Hello?
Mrs. Blake?
Yes.
This is Jim Haddock with the State Troopers.
Oh, what is it, Jim?
I'm out at the park. I thought you ought to know.
Know what? Bud, where's Bunny?
I don't know.
It's terrible. I've never seen anything like it.
Like what? Jim, will you please tell me what it is you're talking about?
The crash. It happened minutes ago.
What crash?
Passenger jet. L.A. to New York. Got torn up in that storm. Crashed right in the middle of the picnic grounds. Hildy, your sister is dead. Bunny is dead.
Dead? That's crazy.
She was a passenger on that plane. She and another woman sitting right next to each other.
Jim, my sister is here, now.
I saw the body myself. Hildy, there's no mistake. It was Bunny Blake. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but...
Bunny? Bunny, where are you?
She's not here, Mom. Want to hear the news?
Fortunately, only a
Bunny?
handful of people attended this year's Founders Day picnic, so a disaster of even greater proportions was averted.
Bunny!
Most of the population is safe at the high school auditorium, where they gathered for a special performance by our own local celebrity, Miss Bunny Blake. Conflicting reports claimed that she was a passenger on the ill-fated plane, but witnesses swear, I would swear, that she was here in Howardville this afternoon. Until the mystery is solved, only one thing is certain. There's been a terrible crash, the worst in the state's history.
Bunny.
Mom. That ring you gave her. I got it. She dropped it on the porch. Mom?
We are all travelers. The trip starts in a place called birth and ends at a distant location known as death. And that's the end of the journey, unless, like Bunny Blake, you happen to make one last curtain call on a misty stage somewhere in the Twilight Zone.
We'll return to the Twilight Zone in just a moment.
You are about to enter another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land of imagination. Next stop, the Twilight Zone. Hi, this is Stacy Keach. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our Twilight Zone website at twilightzoneradio.com. At twilightzoneradio.com, you'll find the latest information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas, including behind-the-scenes photographs, plus the newest product releases, trivia contests, ways to contact us, other Twilight Zone-related info and merchandise, plus links to other fascinating websites. So make your next stop twilightzoneradio.com.
Visit twilightzoneradio.com to purchase these Twilight Zone radio dramas on cassette and CD, or call toll-free 1-866-989-ZONE. That's 1-866-989-9663.
Ring-a-Ding Girl, starring Sarah Wayne Callies with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and written for The Twilight Zone by Earl Hamner, Jr. Heard in the cast were Meg Falcon, David Darlow, Christian Stolte, Doug James, Fernette Lebo, Kurt Nabig, and Carl Amari. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to obtain audio cassettes and CDs of these programs, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises, Carol Serling, Dennis Etchison, Dick Brescia Associates, Claire Simon Casting, Terry Jennings, XM Satellite Radio, the American Forces Radio and Television Service, Sirius Satellite Radio, our sponsors, and our radio affiliates for helping make this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Roger Wolski for Falcon Picture Group. Doug James speaking.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoy what I'm doing, I ask you to please subscribe to my channel or channels. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe, wish you well, peace.